Problems of International Monetary Fund, also called weaknesses or challenges of International Monetary Fund. The picture there is the headquarters of IMF in Washington, D.C., USA. But then, what are the problems facing IMF? The first on my list is inadequate loan. This means that IMF actually grant loans to members, but these loans are actually not enough for members to resolve their persistent balance of payment deficit. It's a problem facing IMF. Next is inability to promote free trade among members. It should be noted that the major aim of IMF was set up to promote international trade among members. And in doing so, IMF is to ensure that trading among members is free. And when we say free trade, we mean trade without any form of restrictions, like quota, embargo, tariff, and so on and so forth. But ever since this body has been set up, IMF has actually not been able to promote free trade because members still impose these barriers like quota on other countries. Next is inadequate drawing right. First, what is drawing right? Drawing right is the right a member has to withdraw a certain percentage from the annual contribution made towards this body. As a member of a union, you are made to pay a quota, a token to the body monthly. But the challenge is this drawing right of members are not enough. This is because every member of IMF is entitled to withdraw only 25% of their total contributions towards the body annually. And of course, 25% drawing right is grossly inadequate for members to tackle their balance of payment deficit. Again, we have fluctuating or unstable exchange rate. Exchange rate talks about the rate at which countries in international market exchange their products. And over the years, this exchange rate keeps fluctuating, going up and going down. For example, in Nigeria, we hear this $1 to 500 naira. Sometimes it comes down, sometimes it goes up. Keep fluctuating, keep changing. It's a big challenge to IMF because they were formed to ensure that this exchange rate is stable. But until now, we still have or experience fluctuating exchange rate. Next is IMF conditionality. What do we mean by this? IMF conditionality is actually a condition IMF impose on any member who wishes to borrow money to tackle her balance of payment problem. And this condition or conditions must be met before you can be granted the loan. Otherwise, loan will not be given to such a country. It's a big problem because many countries are unable to meet these conditions. And some of these conditions include devaluation of local currency. This means that before IMF can grant a country loan to resolve a BOP problem, such a country must devalue her currency. Devaluation of currency means the reduction in the value of the local currency, making such currency of the country worthless before other currencies. It's a big condition which many countries find it difficult to obey. Next is elimination of budget deficit, meaning government must ensure they don't spend more than what they have, meaning you must spend less than the revenue. It's another condition. Again, removal of all trade restrictions, which emphasizes again free trade. Like I said earlier, countries still impose all forms of restriction on other countries. Next conditionality is removal of government subsidies on certain products. We have drastic reduction in government spending, meaning government should spend less. Like in Nigeria, it is very common that our politicians like to live expensive life, buy exotic cars, importing all manner of products into the country. By so doing, they are spending more than necessary. In this case, the IMF is saying before we can grant you loan, government must reduce their expenditure. Again, delay promotion and freezing of salaries. This means that for IMF to grant such a country loan, the government of such a country must not increase salary for the period under review, and there must be what? No promotion, because promotion goes with increased salary. It's a condition